Hello, so we're going to be learning about how to use GarageBand, everything with that. Okay, so we're going to learn everything that we need to know with GarageBand. Empty project, we're going to do mid, great. Then we're going to close out of this. This is extra over there. And then we're going to click O, or this button right here, to then come to our sound files. We're going to start off with some drums. We can literally pick anything. Doesn't really matter right now, because you can just drag and drop it over here. We're going to talk about the EQs real quick. So you have your low, you can either bring this up or down to raise or lower it. Pretty much just making that lower tone of the sound higher or lower of audible noise. See how I drop the high, you hear a deeper note. So just different things like that. And delete this, delete that. Let's just find something. Don't really need that. Let's just these are just all drum stuff. So let's do this one real quick. We're going to delete this thing because we don't need it. Take your drums. You also have a metronome. If you need your metronome on or not, you can click C or this button here to create a loop or a cycle range, as it says right there. We're going to drag this over. You can zoom in and out with actually pulling it, or this button right here. Just go there. If we click right here, we can do beat in time to tell us where this is in our time loop. You got your bar and your beat there, but we're at 25 seconds right there. Okay, so that pretty much just tells us we have 25 seconds of that. I'm going to bring this up a little bit more, and we are going to head over to guitars. We're just going to find something. Doesn't really matter. We can use whatever we want here. So over here you have solos. So that pretty much means you're going to listen to only that thing. And then you have mute, where you can just mute that individual track. We are going to then head over to our bass. It's really awesome to be able to go from instruments. You also have genre and descriptors if needed. Let's just find something. I don't know if this will sound good or not, but that's okay. We can just drag it out. What's awesome is that you can grab over here and you can actually change the sizing of this stuff. So I'm going to go right there and I'm going to I like this, but I feel like the lows need to be brought up, but the highs need to drop. I'm gonna drop it. Oh, no, that's wrong one. So that's not the one I wanted. I wanted to change this one. So let me bring that back to the highs, all being regular. Well, one of the things with changing stuff. This is the one that I wanted to bring the highs down. So it kind of changes the entire sound. We can see over here that we were hitting the red over there, so let's drop this down a little bit. And let's head back over. We don't want to be in the red. That's a little better. Awesome. You have your actual EQ, so you get to see how your EQs look. You can see that we edited this one, so it shows all that. We then can also start talking about how you can take this stuff and you can click on one of these and you can go Control or Command C, and then you take this cursor and you can bring it wherever you want. Let's say right there. Well, you copy and paste it with Command V, so you don't have to do it back and forth. Just like this, you can Control C, Command V down here. Really nice and easy to be able to do stuff like that. Very helpful. We're going to drag this wall to be a little bit smaller so that we can actually see what we're doing over here. This we can bring over wherever we want. That's our start to end. We'll just do that real quick. And let's head back over to that zone and bring in, let's do another guitar. No, maybe a piano. Let's see what pianos do. Let's just put a piano in here. That will be like a break or a different. And let's drag this in here still. I think this should drop down a lot. Let's go back over here. So you kind of want to sometimes have to even out your sounds over here. Okay, so I feel like this needs to be brought up a little bit. So, now let's say this is what you kind of want. You're going to go to Share, Export Song to Disk, and then you can either do cycle region or length of selected area. You can do your different sound qualities that you want. I want a MP3. We're going to export this. Awesome. That is how you get your song all together for GarageBand.